Hi, I'm Greg and welcome back to my shop. Before we get started, please ignore the loud noise in the background. That's just the heat going. I tried to get down here before it started, but it did started, and this is a perfect filming window for me, so just please excuse that background noise. In this My Tool Monday, I believe this is my third My Tool Monday, I'm going to be talking about these carving chisels. They're Pfeil or Pfeil, I forget how you pronounce it, but it's quite a hard pronunciation for the name of these chisels, but you'll see it in the title. So these are both the gouges. This gouge I'm using, it's a 540. Now I bought this just for the sole purpose of carving bowls, but it came in handy for plenty of other tasks like shaping things quickly. It's just because of the roundness in it makes it easier to shape the surfaces of wood down rather than using just a flat chisel. But right now I'm going to show you some footage of carving up close, carving a bowl up close. So here is the bowl gouge. I don't know if it technically is a bowl gouge, but that's what I use it for, so I call it that. Very high quality, really nice chisel, ash handle. Just superb. Comes with a high polish. I haven't had a problem with the edge yet. I haven't even had to sharpen it, so I'd call it pretty good. And I just nicked myself, so that shows how sharp it is. Now this is a Pfeil mahogany bowl tray type thing I've been working on, and I'm just going to show you some cuts on that. As you can see, just with hand pressure, you're able to make it cut really easily. Now, it is getting a bit on the dull side, but as you can see, that's Pfeil mahogany and it's carving without a problem. I'm going to show you some end grain-ish work. Now, this is tougher, but it actually ends out to be a nicer finished product. Yeah, so you can work it down like that, or if you don't like using hand pressure like that, you can get use of this mallet. This mallet I got at the same place I got the chisels. Anyway, you can just use the mallet to work that. And these are made for mallets. They are not made for mallets. So you don't have to worry about hurting these carving chisels with mallets. They work really well. What I tend to do is use a mallet with the gouge for the rough shaping, and then go in just hand pressure to do the final finish. And here is the V gouge. I believe this is a tighter one. It's a 5-6, no 15-6, sorry. And I bought this because I want to get started with some chip carving, but I bought this and haven't bought another gouge yet. So I've started doing some perimeters on some other carvings I've been doing, but other than that, I use it, and I'm going to show you a quick pattern at doing that now. So next up we have this chisel, this V gouge. It's tighter. They have ones that are more open, but yeah, it's a really nice chisel. It's a 15-6 ash handle, same as the other, made for a mallet. Now I'm going to be carving in some pine here, so I don't need to use mallet. It's pretty soft. Actually, doing perimeter work, I find I have greater control using a mallet. So I'll show you what this is like not using a mallet and using a mallet. Just ignore the noise for a second because I just need to hammer and hold fast here. And this is just a piece of scrap, so I'm not worried about marking it up. There we go. And now I'm going to do a cross grain cut. Pretty simple, and this is just a random pattern. No reason for doing it. So I like using, I did that with hand pressure pretty fine there with this gouge, but I prefer around turns. I prefer using a mallet. I just find it gives you greater control. Like that, to get a nice even arc. And then for straight across the grain, I tend to just use hand pressure, because using a mallet, I find it can get away with you a bit. So I should do my first cut and then go a bit deeper with my second. That finishes me off, and then this cut I'm just gonna use a mallet just to show you, I guess. It's hard to see with the chips curling up like that, but you just gotta sometimes stop, hold the chisel in the same place, and just clean out the chips. That's one of the things about carving. You just take your time and chip away at it. No point rushing. And now that, see, I find with doing it with hand pressure, I get a more even depth in softwoods, but then I just go back with hand pressure and maybe just deepen that perimeter a bit. And now this, with this type of work, with this chisel, you usually only have to worry about the face that is in towards what the object you're carving, because the outside face, you are usually going to be chiseling that away by relief carving. And I'll just get a gouge I have really quick. So in that case, you just take a gouge. There's a gouge I have, just an old gouge I stuck on a cheap saw handle, and you just work into it like that, because it's relief carving. Maybe show you better here. And you just work into it like that. So that face there on the inside is the only face that has to be straight, because if you're doing relief carving, you butt up against that. With the gouge. So, I hope you enjoyed this video on these two chisels. I really enjoy them. I find they're well worth the money. They are a bit pricey, but they're the best you can buy, and you're going to have them for a lifetime, and your kids are going to have them for their lifetime, and then their lifetime. They're great chisels, and unless I drop it on concrete and break it, which I highly doubt they'd break if you drop them. But if for some reason, they'd have to be a freak of nature to wreck these chisels. They are tough, and they can take a beating. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. There will be another My Tool Monday next week, and yeah, thank you for all the support. It's been great, and I'm going to try to be posting videos, a few times a week. So, yep, thank you for all your support. See ya.